Welcome to Olympian Cares, giving you the best in water testing and analysis. Today we're looking at New York City environmental protection, and we want to understand how to monitor for lead. Because as we know, lead in any amount in the water is dangerous. Now, you might be thinking, well, if I can't taste for it, if I can't smell it, if I can't observe it, what can I do? We're going to take a look at that, especially if you're a big city like New York City, Queens, or the Bronx or Manhattan. So New York City water is virtually lead-free once delivered from the city's upstate reservoir. And a lot of people might say, well, my filtration system will catch the lead. But that's not always the case, and here's why. It can be absorbed from lead from the solder, fixtures, and pipes found in the plumbing. So while lead is being filtered out at the reservoir or at the filtration plant, then it comes into your house. You may have older pipes, and then it starts to contaminate the pipes. And as we know, there's no safe amount of lead, and it's especially dangerous for older folks and children. It is possible, though, this can increase your potential exposure, and for answers to common questions, you can take a look at Lead Household Plumbing FAQs, and also download the Lead-Free NYC to get the facts on tap water, which are both useful resources. Also, to take a look at lead in drinking water as the sources of lead, where it comes from, and lead is a common metal that was historically used in paint, plumbing, pipes, and faucets, and other products. It can be found in household dust and soil, as well as some imported consumer products like clay pottery, cosmetics, foods, and toys. Lead is rarely found in rivers and lakes, and the tests show the water from New York City's upstate reservoirs and the water distribution is virtually lead-free. The presence of lead in New York City's drinking water is caused by corrosion, a reaction between the water and the metallic pipes or solder. When the water comes in contact with the plumbing contains lead, the lead can be absorbed into the water. Although this can happen at any time, higher concentrations of lead may be found when the water has not been used for several hours, such as first thing in the morning or late in the afternoon after getting home from work or school. You can minimize the potential for lead exposure by running your tap for 30 seconds or until the water gets noticeably colder before using the water for drinking or cooling. Now, how does the city reduce the risk of lead in drinking water? Before your drinking water goes into the city's distribution system, they do adjust the pH of the water to a specific range to lessen the corrosive nature of the water, and they also add phosphoric acid, a common food preservative, as well. And these steps help to minimize the amount of lead that dissolves in the water, especially in private homes with lead pipes. So that does help, but it doesn't completely fix everything. So what are some tips to reduce lead in drinking water in New York City or any surrounding areas? Is to run your tap until it's cold for 30 seconds, until the water is noticeably colder. Use the cold tap for drinking, cooking, and making baby formula, and clean your faucet screens. You can also have lead in drinking water test kits to find those, and that's our own in-home test kits that you can use to see how much lead is in your water. That being said, an in-home test kit might not catch everything, and yes, you can run your water for a while, and it might help by flushing and doing different things, but at the end of the day, even if there's filtration systems, even if there's ways to create safer conditions, no amount of lead is safe. And it's always a good idea to have your water periodically tested and analyzed for lead.